What is up, Turds? I'm Rico Jake. Welcome back to another episode of I Have a Problem, and today's episode is all about Mixer. I have one very big problem with Mixer. There's a ton of things about Mixer that I like, and I'm going to share all those with you guys and explain it. There's really only one big problem that I have with Mixer, and that one problem is enough to keep me off the platform. So we'll get into that now. As always, thank you guys so much for being here, for keeping up with my content, for being on streams and being so supportive. The last I Have a Problem, the very first I Have a Problem podcast, it was received very well. A lot of you guys wrote some of the longest comments I've ever seen on YouTube as replies and feedback to what I was talking about. So thank you guys so much for doing that. I hope you enjoyed this one as much. And remember to tell me what you think about this video, what I'm talking about. If you agree with me, if you disagree, keep it up. Keep those comments up. Give me feedback. Let me know what you guys want to see. Some of the things you guys would like to hear me rant about and give my opinions of. Until then, I'm just going to pick things that are going on at the moment. Mixer has sort of been in the headlines for over a week now because of the big announcement from none other than Ninja, who is on screen. So a lot of you guys know, especially you people that keep up with Fortnite, Ninja has left Twitch, and he has signed a deal pretty much to stream exclusively on Mixer. And there's no shortage of speculation, theories, and opinion videos on this very topic. So I kind of figured, since it was so popular in the headlines now, that I would go ahead and I would give my thoughts on Mixer and why we're not doing it anymore, and why it's not a part of my channel strategy. Some of you guys were here and remember that I've been toying with Mixer for a while, and I've had a lot of positive things to say about Mixer, but for me and for the stage that I'm at in streaming, it's not a viable strategy, I think, anymore, and it's not something that I'm going to pursue. But before I tell you the one big problem I have with Mixer and why that's enough to keep me off the platform, let's kind of speculate. Let's talk about some of the reasons why Ninja would have decided to go to Mixer. Obviously, this is going to get a lot of attention. You're going to see a lot more streamers, I would imagine, move from Twitch to Mixer. I've already seen a lot of people on YouTube talk about moving from YouTube to Mixer, even some that have only recently made the move to Twitch. There's sort of a mass exodus right now of YouTubers going to different streaming platforms because not a lot of people are happy with the way that YouTube is handling some of the things with the live streaming. But why would what would make Ninja want to move to Mixer? Well, if from my point of view, if you ask me, I think that Ninja pretty much did everything that he set out to do on Twitch. I think he reached his peak on Twitch, and Ninja is really good. And this is why Ninja's number one, and he's still the number one streamer on any platform, in my opinion. He's really good at seeing trends come and go and kind of getting ahead of them before they hit. So I think that, from my perspective, I think that Ninja realizes that Fortnite won't be around for a long time. There's no way that it can. There's no game that's ever been created or will be created that will stay on top for more than a couple of years. I think that Ninja sees Fortnite's decline, and he's already kind of seen the Fortnite decline on Twitch. So in order to solidify his future, I think that he is going the route of Mixer. Now, why would he choose Mixer over YouTube or something else? Well, I think that Mixer, and some of you guys know that have been on Mixer and been on my Mixer streams, Mixer is really making a big push. Microsoft specifically is really making a big push for next generation. They're putting a lot of money into their developers. They're putting a lot of money in purchasing studios to make games. They're putting a lot of money towards their hardware, and they're putting a lot of money towards their streaming service. One big thing to note is that all PC gaming that is pretty much worth gaming. All PC gaming happens on a Windows machine, which means it happens on a Microsoft machine, which means it is automatically integrated with Mixer. With all of this Game Pass stuff that's coming up now, if you check your Game Pass on PC, those of you guys that have the Ultimate PC Game Pass, you will see that all of the stuff, all of the games listed on the Game Pass for PC, it has a Mixer streamer under it. If a Mixer streamer has recently streamed that particular game on Game Pass, it will automatically show you as suggested video content that streamer. They don't even have to be live. It'll lead you. It'll direct you to a VOD. It'll direct you to a Mixer VOD, so that way you can see the gameplay of the actual game you're looking at and see footage for it in real time. From there, you can click follow on Mixer. Microsoft is already starting to integrate these things. All of your professional streamers, all of your professional Fortniters, Apex, whatever game, they all play on PC. And guess what? Mixer is going to be integrated pretty soon with Microsoft. I think that is one thing on Ninja's radar. I think another thing on Ninja's radar is games in particular. In particular games, we have Halo 2020. That's going to be coming 2020. Halo Infinite. Who knows what that's going to be? But if you guys remember Ninja's roots, one of the things he mentioned in his announcements that he was going back to his roots. Ninja's roots are in Halo. I think that Ninja is looking forward to some future titles and looking beyond just Fortnite. Obviously, he's still streaming Fortnite. He's streaming Fortnite now for 21,000 people on Mixer. I'll show you guys the big view gap from Ninja and everyone else on Mixer in a little bit. But I think that's also a reason that Ninja may have made the switch and made the deal with Mixer, because being on Mixer, Microsoft is going to promote Ninja to play Microsoft games. If in fact he does go the route of Halo, he is going to be the poster dude, the poster streamer for Halo. It's going to be automatically integrated in whatever he plays on his desktop. I don't really know if Ninja would go back to a console game, maybe the next gen console Xbox. But any Microsoft exclusives from here on out, you better believe that Ninja is going to be a part of those releases. So not only is he going to get the publicity of being on a platform and being #1 on the platform with literally no contest, but he's going to have access to anything Microsoft throws at him in the future. I think Ninja's kind of foresight into that. That's my opinion of why he would do that. And why would you, a streamer, even consider going to Mixer? Here's a couple things that Mixer really does well and really has going for it. The interaction of Mixer, what people can do in streams with stickers, and earning chat rank, and being able to use points automatically integrated with Mixer. That is better than any other streaming service that you will find. The level of interaction that creates just naturally within your community while you're streaming, it can't be matched anywhere else. It can't be matched on Twitch, can't be matched on YouTube, can't be matched on DLive. Interaction on Mixer is top notch. All of that integrated also benefits the streamer. It's something that's free. It's a free thing that you can earn just by watching Mixer streamers. You spend the sparks on stickers and little things that pop up in chat, and that in turn, the accumulative total of sparks ends up benefiting the streamer. That's one thing that Mixer has going for it. Another thing Mixer has going for it is FTL. FTL. The minimal delay, I think it's like I don't even remember the measurement, but it is the most minimal delay on stream. Meaning, if you're streaming, if someone talks in chat, if you write a message in chat, that immediately shows up in chat, immediately shows up to the streamer. The streamer is able to almost instantaneously respond to you. So for people that do multiplayer with channels, there are a lot of Fortnite streamers, a lot of Minecraft streamers that play with the community. The no delay interaction, you can't find that anywhere else. Even using the ultra latency on YouTube, there's still a noticeable delay that does not exist on Mixer. That is one thing I don't really think bigger streamers, especially Ninja, is all that worried about. But the near real-time interaction, I think, is more for the community and more for the viewers. And that is one of the biggest things Mixer pushes and has always pushed. And that's one of the things that sets them apart from the rest. As far as being a variety streamer, I think that Mixer is a better platform for being a variety streamer, because it's not as crowded compared to Twitch and YouTube. There's not nearly. I mean, there's only a small fraction of streamers. Some might view that in a negative light. I kind of view that as a positive, in that the field is sort of wide open for growth. This field is sort of wide open for growth. It's the interaction is definitely on point. Being a variety streamer, I think, is better on Mixer because of that integration we talked about with the Microsoft stuff. If you do indie games, for example, I like to do indie games from time to time. If I throw up an indie game on Mixer and it's one that's not popular, that's obviously not trending on the top games list here, it doesn't matter. Anybody that searches that game on the Game Pass is going to see my face recently streamed and be able to click that. So I think that's a very powerful feature that is more so than just putting tags, video tags on your video like YouTube. There's so much competition on YouTube. Even when you do your tags right, you may not get noticed, even especially for indie games, because there's always established streamers that are going to review third-party games, indie games, do Let's Plays of them, and those are going to trend before you. But on Mixer, you will be on the top of the pack just because of a competition standpoint. So those are the biggest reasons, I think, for streaming on Mixer. Just the simplicity of it. Another big thing about Mixer, the community on Mixer, as of the last time that I had interaction streaming on Mixer, they are probably, of the rest of the streaming sites, they are probably the most friendly. Maybe it's because Mixer is not a big platform. Maybe because the competition isn't as fierce. Maybe because the competition isn't as cutthroat as far as getting Mixer partner. Maybe there's not as many full-time streamers on Mixer, so maybe that has something to do with how friendly the community is. But I have, from my time streaming on Mixer, I didn't get in any bad have any bad interactions with any other content creators on Mixer. And like I said, it's a very community. The platform is almost built for you to raid people's stream, to host people's stream, and it benefits everyone. It benefits everyone to be able to support other people. So it's sort of built into the platform. When it's built into the platform like that, I think that cultivates a more positive community experience as far as content creators, as opposed to YouTube. YouTube, everyone is sort of competing for the same number of views, or competing in tags and competing to rank and search. Anytime there's competition like that, the difference between 10 and 20 viewers can mean the difference between you being monetized. So I think that is sort of the more cutthroat and honest answer of why people on YouTube aren't so friendly. I haven't spent enough time streaming on Twitch to have an experience with that, but I would imagine it's similar. I would imagine it's similar because there are more full-time streamers on Twitch. It sort of seems like the channel policies, the promotion policies are pretty much the same on YouTube and Twitch. And even on Mixer, nobody likes people just going in chat and self-promoting, but the streamers themselves have more of a benefit to find others like-minded streamers, other streamers that are streaming the same title they are, and engaging them in that way and introducing them to the community that they have. Mixer has just always kind of been tight. Everyone on Mixer that I have met, there have been bigger streamers that have found my channel and just chatted, just hung out, gave me suggestions, talked with us, and even offered to play some games with us. So that's one thing about Mixer. So you hear me tell all these great things about Mixer, how much I like it, how much the community liked it. And you may be wondering, Rico Jake, why are you not streaming on Mixer? Why not pursue Mixer? And that brings me to the why I have a problem with Mixer. It's really only one reason, but that one reason is significant enough for me not to be on the platform, and that is mobile Mixer. Mobile viewing on Mixer is garbage. Mobile viewing on Mixer is almost non-existent. And let me explain that, because it's not the same for everyone. Someone like Ninja, who now has 21,000 people watching, he brought that community with him from Twitch. Whenever he signed a Mixer, he was already partnered, so he already got access to a key function. This is also my problem with Twitch. Anybody that's partnered on Twitch or Mixer have access to transcoding. That means that your viewers are able to select the resolution. They're able to select the resolution that they are viewing your stream, regardless of the output that you are outputting from your computer to Mixer. Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but think of it this way. If you're trying to provide the viewers with a quality 720 stream, which should be your minimum regardless of what you're doing, regardless of what content you're making on any platform, that means if I'm broadcasting at 720 and I'm not partnered, you have to, on Mixer, you have to view that stream on 720. On top of that, you also have to view the stream on 720 in FTL mode, which is way more strenuous on internet connections and almost impossible on mobile connections. Now, Mixer has addressed this. The most recent change or update that they made to the app that I read, that I've kept up with, is that they automatically turn FTL off if you're viewing on mobile. But even that, FTL is so integrated with the way that Mixer works, you still have a very hard time viewing streams because you can't scale down that quality. And that is one of the reasons that I wanted to start content on YouTube to begin with, because guys, I don't care what content you're doing, I don't care what kind of streaming you're doing, what game and on what platform. the majority of your viewership is going to come from mobile users. And if you're trying to grow a community, if you're trying to get noticed, if you're trying to gain followers, subs, whatever, and if you have people come by your stream and they can't even see the stream because they're on mobile, well, then that's just lost potential. If the majority of viewers are on mobile and they can't see your stream, guess what? The majority of people looking for your stream or looking for a streamer like you are probably not going to find you. They're probably not going to stop at your channel. They're probably not going to follow, and you're going to have a very hard time growing on Mixer or Twitch. You don't know how many streamers I see, guys, that make the jump from YouTube over to Twitch or make the jump from YouTube to Mixer, and you can't see their stream. I mean, I had the same problem when I tried and when I declared that I was going to go do some more streams on Mixer and invited the community to come with me. The number one complaint was that people, regardless of what I did with my settings, I mean, I did everything I absolutely could with bitrate settings and my stream output, but regardless of what I did, I still could not create a stable and viewable stream from everyone that came over from YouTube. On YouTube, dude, you can watch a stream on a mobile internet in 144p and everything's good to go. You can scale that resolution down regardless if if you're partnered or not on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Everybody has the ability to transcode. YouTube has that infrastructure. Other platforms do not, and that is the number one reason why I wanted to do YouTube to begin with. I wanted my streams to be able to be viewed and be accessible by as many people as wanted to see it. And by me trying to take my community Mixer, all that did was alienate people that did not have good mobile connections. And I sort of broke my own rule that I started streaming with, in that I did not want to in any way make a decision that excluded people from being able to see my content. So even though I do love the platform Mixer, I probably like it better for streaming. That one hindrance, that one negative, my one problem with Mixer is enough to keep me off the platform. It's significant enough. If you don't believe me, run the numbers yourself. Go look at the viewership. There's statistics on Google. You can look up your own things. You can ask other streamers, but the majority of any streamer's viewership comes from mobile. Again, if I had a substantial audience, and if I had 10,000 people come with me over to Mixer, I was immediately partnered and had transcoding, it wouldn't even be an issue. It wouldn't be as much of an issue. Even though you can scale down, it is still difficult for mobile. So I'm curious to see what that means for Ninja and other streamers that go to the platform, being that people that watch on mobile aren't able to see their content as well. I don't think they'll have as much problem because obviously Ninja has transcoding, but I have seen other streamers, other Twitch streamers watch his content and remark on the quality being lesser than it was on Twitch. I don't know that will have a tremendous impact on Ninja, but it may. We'll see how that goes out. So obviously that's the biggest thing with Mixer. Another thing with Mixer, just take a look here, guys. If we're talking about doing this for full time, I'm just going to demonstrate this just to show you. Just look at the gap. So Ninja's only been streaming on on Mixer for a week now, and you can see the gap between Mixer, 10:51 p.m. It's still prime time streaming time on any other platform. Probably 7 to 8 p.m. is probably the peak numbers for any platform. But on Mixer, things stay pretty busy this time of day, and you can see the gap between Ninja, obviously having already built an audience that he earned and built and worked hard for on Twitch. 21,000 versus the next Monster Cat Radio, which isn't even a stream. The next person streaming, that would be 1,615. That is a wide gap. But I think that illustrates to you guys just how successful one might be if streaming on Mixer. It's going to take a long time to grow on Mixer, and even when you get to the tippy top, you're not going to pull Ninja numbers. You're going to pull around in the thousands. If you're lucky, if you play the right type of game, if you're trending well, and if people want to see the content that you're doing. So 1,500, you do the math. You do the math based on if 1,500 is good enough, and make the decision for yourself. For me, like I said, Mixer, not being able to be viewed on mobile, that's enough for me to not be a fan of the platform. Not a fan of the platform, but not for me to choose the platform of Mixer to continue the channel at the level I'm at now, guys. But that's just my opinion of things, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about Mixer? What do you think about Ninja moving to Mixer? Why did he do it? Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This podcast has turned out, I'm only 2 episodes in, but this is turning out to be a really fun thing to do, and I think I want to do my best to keep it up weekly. So if you have any ideas for me, what you want to hear me rant about, let me know in the comments. Guys, thank you so much for keeping up with me. Thank you so much for making me want to continue to make content and have fun doing it, guys. Have a fantastic day, evening, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I will see you guys on stream. Silly.